I guess I didn't hit start the first time. What's up, everyone? This is the Assassin's Creed Valhalla trailer. I have known about this game. Well, I didn't know. I've theorized about this game for about a year now because I had the Ragnarok background right around the same time as Endgame on my phone. I was thinking it was going to be called Ragnarok or Kingdoms. I was not thinking Valhalla, but it makes sense by the Tom Clancy thing. So, with all this being said, I've got a good amount of information about the game from all the leaks. I've got information from YouTubers. Let's just get right into this, and I can't wait to have you guys watch this.
Godless barbarians.
You didn't miss out on much. Sorry about the audio.
They murder and kill blindly. They scar the lands of England. Lands they will never defend, never love. The time has come to speak to them in a language they will understand.
It's with us!
Assassin's Creed Valhalla, available holiday 2020.
So I thought at first by the Xbox thing and the thing at the bottom was supposed to be an Xbox exclusive almost, but nope, it's going to PlayStation 5 and 4 as well, and Stadia, which I've never actually played, and I was a little bit surprised to hear about that. But with all this being said, this is a very graphic game. This is going to be brutal. Like, by one part specifically, you can tell A with the sword, but like, there's a part where the guy's leg just comes full clean off. Like, of course, people are missing heads, but it'll show. His whole freaking leg just comes off. My theory, well, not really a theory. I think this guy is. I looked this up. This is 9th century England at the time, which means it's actually before Assassin's Creed 1, which I was not expecting. When I heard Vikings, I was just thinking it was going to be in between 1 and 2, because me being a noob, I didn't know what time period the Vikings were a part of, but it's like the Anglo-Saxon area, which is, I guess, before Assassin's Creed 1, which is 9th century versus, I think, Assassin's Creed 1 was 11th century or 12th century. So this guy, I looked him up. I think it's Alfred the Great, and which means it's Wessex. There was 4 kingdoms at the time. No idea what those 4 kingdoms were. 4 kingdoms of England. Essex, Kent, Sussex, and... You're really gonna give me that much? Anglo-Saxon. Okay, so this is the area. Anglia, Mercia, Northumbria, and Wessex, I think, were the ones I heard listed off. But those are down there as well. I'm not sure how it's going, but, like, it'll be figured out. So, the way I heard about it is... Let me see if I can put this on a loop for you guys. Cool. So we got it on a loop. The way I heard about it is, by all the videos I'm watching, the reason for his hidden blade being above his wrist instead of underneath, like, and not missing his finger, because just before Assassin's Creed 1, they didn't know about not removing their finger at the time for the hidden blade. It's because of, like, a Viking culture, is what Raptor said in an interview with Asrad Ismail, which is the game director of this game. So, of course he's gonna know. But there's that. Later on in this trailer, as it'll go around again, it will show an eagle, or it's not an eagle, I would say it's a raven, is what it looks like. And I'm assuming, of course, at least by the last 2 games, this is going to be its form of Senu and Ikaros. Whatever his name. I'm not going to remember it. But that's basically going to be the bird system again. I'm okay with it, but I would rather not have the bird again. Just because of how, like, it is kind of cheap. I've been playing Assassin's Creed Syndicate a lot recently, so I'm used to the eagle system again. Not eagle system, eagle sense. But either way, it's gonna be a nice game. So there's gonna be, like, all these raids. So it's going back to, again, with the, like, huge wars of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I can tell. But I know social stealth is coming back. They also mentioned that you can dual wield any kind of weapon if possible, varying from the swords, the axes. There was a funny thing even talking about how you can dual wield shields, I guess. So that's kind of funny. Yeah. As the trailer progresses, I'm gonna just bounce ahead a couple seconds. Let's see. So, in this time period, actually, as well, I'm gonna put this on a pause. This is before Assassin's Creed 1, so Asraf Ismail called it still the Hidden Ones and the Order of the Ancients. They didn't say Knights, they didn't say Templars and Assassins yet. That might change in the middle of the game. Maybe he's the first one to start calling himself Assassins and Templars, because I know the King Alfred, if he's English, they always wore a cross, so that was right around the time I think Knights Templars might have started. I'm not sure. I can look that up in a second, but in a second you'll see... I guess I'm too far ahead, but, like, it showed an assassin in the background. One thing funny about this trailer at this part, I was reading the comments. It was like when a level 53 guy... Sorry about that. I honestly forget what I was saying now. But, because this was the thing. It was like when you instantly join the game and a like level 32 enemy pops up. I really hate this pause button sometimes. I've just started talking about like how other things. So, give a backtrack. The guy's name is Ivor, and I think I was still paused at the time. I was talking about the hidden blade and why it's above his wrist. So you can see hidden blade above the wrist. It's in a similar way of Darius before they decide to, just so they don't cut off their finger. And again, looks like he only has one hidden blade because I don't see one on his other gauntlet, but I am not sure. With that being said, on all that, there's a ton of other images. I think I mentioned the dual wielding earlier. You can see him with 2 swords. You can maybe even do 2 maces, 2 shields, ton of other things. You can play as multiple, a boy or a girl. Both named Ivor in this game, or Iver, whatever his name is. This is where I'm also the theory of the bird comes back just because the raven is sitting on his shoulder. These are some great images of the game itself, and you can tell it's like what it looks like. You can see the differences. This is going to be like taking place in England and I think Scandinavia as well. I think it was like you start out in Scandinavia and then you go to England to create your base, get some raiders with you, and all that is what I believe was happening. Am I still recording? Good. This is like a stressful video to make. This is the long ship. You can see the base up on here that you're probably going after. You use the boat to travel like down rivers. The game actually learns your strategy and tries changing it up on you, is what I heard. So that's nice. Oh god, this is a tiny image. Here we go. This is a better one. Basically as well, by what I've heard from other people. Go away. So basically, you saw that image. It looks like they're putting in a lot more detail to characters rather than just copy-pasting a face on another face. So yeah. Before I figure out I did something wrong again, I'm gonna end it here. I'm so excited for this game. I'm gonna be streaming so much about it. Streaming and playing it all the time once it does come out. Because I'll be in my own apartment. I'll have my own room. And it will be awesome. I'll see you guys next time.